today with Scott Fong, president and founder of SIF Investments, which is a fee-based 1030 exchange consultancy. And Scott, a lot of my clients own condos and homes, single-family homes as investments. What are your thoughts on these types of properties as investments here in the Bay Area?
Yeah, I mean, everyone has their preferred type of investment, Michelle, but I know it's an answer no one wants to hear, but it really depends on your situation. Homes and condos can make great investments if you're looking for appreciation, and sometimes they make no sense at all for clients who want a little more cash flow, and I'll explain later.
So Scott, in general, when does it make sense to keep a home here in the Bay Area, San Francisco?
Yeah. If a client's lucky enough to own a rental home in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and they don't need extra cash flow, more rental income, and they're looking for more appreciation, they're in their prime earning years of their career, maybe they have kids, maybe they're single, but they're okay with that property going up in value as it appreciates. As you know, the homes and condos have went up significantly, then maybe it makes sense for them to keep it.
Okay, interesting. And Scott, when does it make sense to no longer keep it, to sell it and trade up?
Yeah, typically I work with clients in their 50s, 60s, 70s and above that are retired or close to retirement, and owning that single family home in their 30s, 40s, and 50s might have made sense. But as they reach retirement and they're kind of cut back on their workload, they want more income. And a single family home does not give you a lot of income relative to the value. So for example, Michelle, as you know, a $2 million home here in San Francisco doesn't buy you too much. Say it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, and you rent it for $6,000, and you bought that property for $1 million. So you're like, great, I have no debt on the property. Totally makes sense to keep it. Wrong. Not if you want more income, because that $2 million that's giving you about $6,000 a month in income, you could probably get easily 10, 12, even as much as $14,000 of income in another market, such as Sacramento or Portland, or another product type. That's when you should consider, in those times in your 50s, 60s, 70s, either selling or doing a 1031 exchange on that rental home or condo.
That's quite substantial.
Yeah.
Scott, thanks so much. You've been very informative, and I really appreciate your time today.
All right. Thanks for having me.